Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your boy Twinsinc. This is Twinsinc Talk. On this podcast here, we'll be talking about all subject matters. Nothing is off the table. We try to keep the facts. Be respectful to one another. Just get that real dialogue that some people are scared to give you or won't give you, or to give you half-baked information. So once again, thank you for tuning in to Twinsinc. Let's rock.
What's going on, good people? How you been? It's your boy Twinsinc. I know you guys probably like, where you been? Oh, I'm still around, ladies and gentlemen. I just, been focused on the Chop Team. And the Chop Team is a barbershop style podcast. Did have conversations with a good friend of mine, Seth the Dark Child. We do live recordings every Sunday, 3 p.m. ish. And it drops live. Well, let me go back for a second. Live recordings every Sunday at 3 p.m. ish on YouTube. So you have to go to YouTube and search the Chop Team. The Chop Team. Say that again. And you'll find our live streams that we do every Sunday. Then, of course, the recordings of the live show on Sunday is played on Monday at 7 a.m. on time. No ish there. Well, I just wanted to tap in and see how everyone's doing. Just want to see if anyone's still checking and looking out for Twinsinc. Because I'm still out here. I'm still working. And I got some things work in the back. So the Twinsinc talk will come back. But this time around, I'm going to have some topics I want to talk about. Some things to, further the community, further the growth, further the knowledge, expand the knowledge. So, just growth, right? We don't want to keep talking about the same thing over and over and just talking, right? I want to talk and have some substance. I want to have some things that I want to have, change to happen, right? That's the end goal. I'm not here just to be a voice or another person that has a podcast and just talking all day, right, for entertainment. Now, granted, I like entertainment too, right? It's gonna be funny, jokes, serious, all that good stuff. But definitely want to have some growth to it, and I want to have some impacts. So hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing great on my end as well. No complaints over here. Daddy mode. Got my baby girl turned 10. My son's 8, so school's back in here in Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, ATL shouty. That's where I'm at. But football season coming up, so there's a lot of things we're gonna talk about, right? But what we got going on now with the Chop Team is that tomorrow, which is today, because it is 1 a.m. on Saturday morning, but today at 5 p.m. Eastern time, the Chop Team will be a guest on the show of Girl What Podcast. And that's being hosted by Chahantis. And this is her show. But she wanted the Chop Team, the fellas, to join her on a conversation that we're having. And we'll be talking about, the topic is going to be weird science. Now, if you don't know what weird science is, this is a movie that came out back in 1988 or 89. You might want to just watch it, but, not to give too much away. These two little young men, or boys you want to call them, whatever, they created a woman of their dreams. So we're not really talking about that movie. We're talking about the concept of what they was doing. And we're going to expand that topic in today's real world in 2022 on how men want their women and how ladies want their men. And if they can, press a few buttons and, can we get what we want, right? And then once you get what you want, can the person who's, if you're a man that has a woman, as the man, are you going to be able to maintain the level of, not level, but are you be able to maintain what you got her attention, right? And vice versa. As a woman, are you going to be able to keep the same energy you had when you first met him before you put the ring on it. So, not to get in too much into the topic that we'll be talking about today at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, granted, it won't be a live recording. We're recording it, but we'll post it afterwards. So make sure you tune into the Chop Team, Twinsinc, and check for updates. And also, more importantly, Girl What podcast. Go and follow my homegirl, Chahantis. That's her. That's her stage name. Not stage name. That sounds so wrong. That's her podcast name, right? Chahantis. But the show is Girl What Podcast. So, and she's also on the same platform that the Twinsinc and the Chop Team are on, which is Spreaker. And of course, she's going to be on all the major platforms as well. New podcast. Her style is talking to men and women, trying to bring us together, but have conversations that, it's not taboo, but in the men's space, we have these conversations all the time. So now she's bringing the men to the table, but she's having an open dialogue conversation that, at the end of the day, it's going to be some head buttons against each other, but it's really just trying to have that conversation and see where everyone's mindset is at, and hopefully, because we are older adults, but hopefully the younger generation, anyone who's younger or listening, can grab onto the information and use that and move forward, right? We don't want to have that situation that, like me, for example, there's things that I learned in my marriage, but my dad died at an early age, and I didn't have any other men who kind of gave me a heads up of what I'm getting into of marriage, right? So what I'm saying is that if I'd have had all the resources and knowledge as far as what I was getting into, maybe I might have looked at marriage a little differently back then, or I would have navigated through differently to what I'm going through, my bumps and bruises, ups and downs now. I'm not going to sit and tell you oh yeah, once you're married, everything changes. Once you're married, everything is sugar and spice and everything nice. Cap. No, it's not. Marriage will challenge you on so many ways that prior to marriage you wouldn't deal with or accept some of these things, right? But once again, I'm not trying to give too much tea out today. I'm just tapping in, see how everyone's doing. I've been away, but I'm coming back. But once again, I'm pouring more energy into the Chop Team. Bobby Stop Shower podcast. Listen, it's over 159 plus episodes that we had since 2019. So we've been doing this for a little while, and we like what we do. So we're not stuck on the numbers. We are just having this good fellowship that we have on Sundays. He come over, and we come over, we talk before the show starts. Then we have a conversation about the show, and then after the show, we talking afterwards. So it's maybe it's a fellowship for the fellas, but we're gonna start bringing some ladies over to balance it out, because we definitely would like to have the ladies on the show to have their, that someone we can talk to, right? Because if me and him is talking all day and we both kind of on the same wave of certain things, just not really much of a deep conversation. We're just really just going back and forth. But we get someone to say, no, I don't agree, or XYZ, or this is what I see, because we can only but we're going to speak from the men's side, right? As a man, I can't say too much about the woman's side, but I can speak from the man's side as far as what I want and what I see and what has changed, and from there. But the lady, she can give us more deep dive information that maybe I don't know, right? We don't claim to know it all. We're definitely willing to listen and learn at the same time, right? So just something just want to put out there, right? That's the whole concept. I'll tell anybody, be slow to respond, not quick to respond. When you're quick to respond, that means once you hear something, you're just so ready to respond back to the person. But did you really listen or heard what the person said, right? And it goes both ways. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to me for about 10 minutes or so. This is your boy Twinsinc, tapping in. Hope all is well with everyone. And I'm out. I'll talk to you later. Peace.